What's going on, guys? It is Bernardo, and today is all about upgrading your SCCM, but there's a catch. It's offline, so let's get right into it. All right, so today's video is all about, well, it's not only one video. I'm breaking this down into 6 parts because this was like some type of crazy adventure for me. You know, I had to go through a lot of stuff to get this upgraded within my lab because my SCCM lives within my Proxmox environment, but it's offline. I have no internet access to it. Okay. So, and the reason why I needed to upgrade my SCCM is because every time I open up my configuration manager, I got this. Site version is past the end of support. Now, if you open up the About Microsoft Configuration Manager, little dialog box, I'm running version 2403. This is really old, like really, really, really old. It's not even supported anymore from Microsoft, right? So if I open up a ticket, if I had the money to open up a ticket, they're definitely going to look at this, laugh at me and say, hey, we can't troubleshoot this. So I wanted to upgrade it. Now, SCCM, Microsoft actually provides a tool, and I got my little black book because I forget all the time. And the tool is called Service Connection Tool. So that is what we're going to be using. But again, it is broken down to 6 parts. If everything worked well, it could have been just one video, but I had a lot of problems getting it to work properly. And hopefully you guys stay tuned with the little mini series. There's a lot of PowerShell, and I love using PowerShell, which was a given. And all the PowerShell commands is stuff that you would get within the Microsoft site. There's an actual article of this, how to do everything, plus a lot of issues that will come up, which I received. And the article kind of tells you about these issues. And hopefully, again, like I said, hopefully you guys stay tuned and just watch all the little videos because I got it to work. Well, I had to cheat. I just continue watching later on. Okay, so let's open up PowerShell ISE. First command that I'm going to run will be the following. I'm going to set the location to the path of where the service connection tool is located. So I'm going to run this. And if you look at the output, it took me directly there. Excellent. Now, the next command that I'm going to run will be the following. And this is going to create a folder within the C drive called offline folder. So I'm going to run that. Next command that I'm going to run will be the following. I am going to create a variable, and I am going to assign the path of that folder that I just created in line number 3. So let's run that. Now it's time to run the service connection tool. And this is the command. Excellent. And I'm going to be creating a usage.tab file. And we're going to run it. Uh-oh. Already got an issue. Look at the issue. Your service connection point is configured as online. This tool only works when the service connection point is configured as offline. Now, by default, your SCCM, when you're installing it the first time, it is configured as online mode. So for me, within my environment, I don't have internet, and I never bothered to switch it off or switch it to offline mode. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So let's open up your configuration manager. Bingo. We're going to go into administration. Within administration, we're going to double click on site configuration. We're going to go into servers and site system roles. And you're going to select the server that has the particular role, the service connection point. Now, for me, it would be the first one, my SCCM. And at the very bottom, you're going to see service connection point. I'm going to right click on that, and I'm going to click on properties. Like I said, by default, it is set up to online. That is the recommendation. But for me, I need to switch it to offline. I'm going to click on apply. I'm going to click on OK. Excellent. Let's head back into the PowerShell and let's run that command again. And look at this. I got usage data is not yet available. Now, I did some research, and it's because I switched it to online to offline. You got to give it some time. So I gave it some time, and I ran it again, and I got the same issue. So it is time to look into logs. So I went to this particular path, the logs folder, and the one that I'm going to look into would be the following, the DMP downloader.log file. I'm going to double click on it to open it up. And bingo, it tells me right here, got a lot of issues right here. And the first thing that I saw is because it's still stuck in online mode. It's still trying to go into go.microsoft.com. It never actually switched over to offline mode. So I open up the configuration manager, service manager, really weird name. And I located the DMP downloader, which is right there. I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to, start it up and it's running. Great. Once it started running, I right clicked on it again and I basically stopped it. Excellent. I head back into that DMP downloader.log file and it started refreshing again. And at the very end, it stated the site is under offline mode. That is what we want to see. Great. So I headed back into my PowerShell. I ran that command again and I got the same issue again. I was like, holy crap, what is going on? So I went back into the Microsoft article. The article tells you do other things and it wanted me to go into the database. So that's what I did. I opened up SQL Management Studio and it wanted me to run the following command to look at this particular table. And I ran this command and there was data. Now, the article said if there wasn't data, it's because it's still trying to propagate itself there, but I had data. So it wanted me to do something else. So it wanted me to check the logs for the service connection tool. So I went to where the service connection tool is located. And there goes the log. So I double click on it. Gave me the data is not available yet. Please make sure that the tool is run as a local administrator. I am a local administrator. I'm logged in as Bernardo Rocho. Well, not really a local administrator, but I am a full admin on the box. So it should have ran. So what I did was I opened up a PowerShell command and I ran the following command. I'm going to restart the SMS execute and I'm going to force it. So I just ran it and I waited and I waited and it kept on doing this. So I was like, wait a minute, what is going on? So I opened up another PowerShell command and I ran the following command. I want to get information on that particular service to see what's going on because I had a gut feeling that it was hanging. So I ran this command and look at the status. Stop pending. It's just got stuck there. So I just decided, let's just do it. Let's force the computer. Let's restart to flush it out completely. So I ran the following command. Restart computer, force it, hit enter. I was RDP into that server. That's the reason why I got this, but I clicked OK. I headed over to my Proxmox portal and it was applying the computer settings. It was rebooting. Once the computer was up and running, I logged in. I opened up my PowerShell ISC and it was time for me to run that command again. Hopefully it works. So I ran it. Yes, no errors, no issues. So I actually went into that path and the file was there. Great. We're getting somewhere. And that's it. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for the next video. We're going to take this file and we're going to take it to a computer that has internet access to start pulling the updates that we need to upgrade our offline SCCM server. So I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.